Mame ena wasesa watwe ame yakwa Adekye Nsroma no anigusu a wo hwei. Shene so sa wa be fonten time so UTV Ghana saso on channel 360 on DSTV so ubetimi a share the free honomo. Ansa na ye bedan ye homede to ahwefo nyina anim say ye ba be di enkomo. Enei wo share a new patriotic party empanyimfo enum ena omoti wo ho asi honomo a wo mo kwa probo say delegate ehu omo mo bonfatumi nhye wo nsa. Ene emu okunyini baako abepie hase ayeba bedi enkomo minim se wo a wo hwe me wunsem bebre wo hono ma wo pese wo bisa enti wo de wo aba fonten tan so fafa hono eni die mu ma wo kasa ehon te se de be ya metimi bisa e de amam enya atendidi eno nti ye monwrem na yeni enkomo Dr. Brian Echampom dodo na efre no bie enei wo bepie mu ewo omanfo a wo Abetifi constituency a ono ene ye mashebedwani a wo honom na sesi a ye kasa die one ye presidential candidate hopeful for new patriotic party Doc Hase Doc me moache moatena se
bejo
bibi aboko die wo moye fepa etiefu nyina age wo so
sa
wa ho fene esa meme ho
o se mi rem bisa se ntie nam Ghana ha ni na akra ha wo ka ho bi ni share
hey, Dr. Brian, oh, good to see you.
Thank you.
Na eni me ko say aprobo a ekoso officially wagina a wo hwe ni mu se delegate ento so aba enei se wo hwe assessment ni nyina se de usi gina wona so ko aprobo wo be assess o mo se wo gina wona so anase ehihim kakreba.
Many your party delegates 209,000 and a betuaba January 31st 2026 minimum a little over 200,000 a share edin common no over 200,000 akaka krebi was 7 million a share edin common na sa nipa 200,000 out of 209,000 na me omo hia no me overly confident say abato na ibeto no January 31st no me din kunem
we overly confident
my co-elections for Ghana ha me wini bi me lose bi but politics na say in 2002 the co-elections were ga anyi 2008 me ko bi 2012 me ko bi 2016 me ko 2020 me ko 2024 me ko elections elections I say I understand the electorates and our delegates no so omo no kasa na so beto ama wa unim so omo boje so no omo dada so a unim se usi e chire su ko bise mu asemu a unim me profile and I make campaign office profile 190,000 delegates military precision profiling yinim sani awunim adwuma mu ha asomasi oye nkrani asomasi sabi ye aibeni we oye manfra anase we eneye to aba we beto ama MPP we beto ama NDC we unhu na adwen papa we wa ha yes are profiling no on 190,000 people nationwide and I am very confident say emma mi menya no the obedi second no obenya mi di enimu half
whoa
na the odi third no so aba I mean the election is gone so far no we are seeing say nipa be 27,000 and omo kire say omo nye omadwen
okay
but uhwe nipa miensa na strong 3 na ye ko nipa num no miensa ye very strong uhwe mienu a contested and a delegates no so ensesa nti obi a otoma asomesi enra na otoma asomesi obenten enra enne o say I am undecided just be on person beto ama sankrofo no ebio anase ehunahuna bi koso anase generally no nipa na yon kire na dwen be du so anu akwa akoto apart from that nipa 27,000 so mo toma de obedi second no kra na ontimi MBT our election no
I see I love how you're so confident about it but ene no posa ebeba suggest say in a way you're nowhere close to it. Do you believe in that? And I say, uhune say womo result of the banner any accurate.
Say we polls. Nipa 200,000, 209,000 kotwaba. Now here's our post now is a buy last one, so only nipa 3,000. And a could be said beside nipa 3,000. Me constituency nipa 800 ne to about. So we could be said nipa 12. So who divided 3,000 no by 276 averagely no. So only constituency be a kasa. Only nipa 12 in a kasa. Na Peace FM hakra no UTV ha so be oba ha na oni nipa 12 kasa enu betimi a kire baabi nipa na efie he na beto abanako na nkantom ebitifi nipa 800 oni mu 12 ko kasa wo se ne na kire baabi a ebitifi constituency fo ni na ebeto abanako nipa 209,000 ekwa akoto aba oni mu 3,000 akokasa wo se enu kire hawa delegates in Ebekwa. No, I don't believe I grown on it from.
Okay.
Yeah, in a post, yeah, profiling, and we are sure of what we have done.
Until now, no baby, I would say, where exactly and our votes in a bit but is it across all the regions and also with specific areas? Anymore.
Of course, I win Eastern region without a doubt. I win Greater Accra region.
You win Eastern region?
Eastern. I hope that they say, who be sir, my opponents in Omun say Eastern region, no go area. Consensus I think say Mienu constituencies Mienu and a Hamadrin out of 33 over Eastern region.
Omo Hamadrin in what?
And a 50-50.
Okay.
Mienu pe and a year 50-50 a Hamadrin pa.
And no name omo.
Me of course I know those constituencies.
Okay.
And no pen a Hamadrin, no can 50-50. Yeah, I can't 6 weeks away in the behe kwanya. But apart from that, I'll clear that hurdle without a challenge. I'm expecting to get over 70%
from Eastern region.
Yeah, no doubt about
70% is a lot.
More than that.
Okay.
And then I'm expected to win Greater Accra 40,000 delegates, and I want Greater Accra. That shouldn't be a challenge. One of my strongholds in Ashanti region, I'm going to clear that hurdle. It's not a problem. Western region used to be difficult up until last week. Clears our hurdle. No, Western North is very, very, very good for us. The bonus are turning out to be a stronghold. There are pockets of, in terms of regions, there. I should do well in every region.
Every region.
But they are
including, let's say, the central and northern.
Say, go and look at the polls coming out of.
Okay, because the entire make us answer where me use central because of a candidate who can send and a strong, which is obvious. Dr. Bawumia, Honorable Kennedy Japan, and you. And to say Honorable Kennedy Central, na say Dr. Bawumia North.
Honorable, my strength from Eastern region is not because I'm from Eastern region.
Okay.
It's because of my core rounds and the Juma Maye Eastern region over the years. Anything I'm in for now. 33 constituencies, we've done extensive work.
Okay.
They know my handiwork. And they followed me. And and that is where I'm drawing my strength from. In the last elections, between Dr. Bawumia and the Central region, but only Ken was neck to neck in the Central region. And it didn't give Ken any advantage, but today I've been able to break that front.
Okay.
23 constituencies in the Central region. We have the Northeast and a Vice President Sufi Northeast, but Northeast was 6 constituencies. On Wankasa 2024, said 3 penalty every year, even though I know free Northeast. It is our regionalism of politics, a form away mind. But even if you narrow it to identity politics, I identify as a Ghanaian, then you narrow it. I identify as Eastern region. But over Eastern region, I crop for I go for Adam for Kwe for Equiapim for Achim for you know, so you cannot say me Eastern region. And I say, Matinan crying, my life for 19 crying, I media no. It is how the people see you. But I'm saying this to say regionalism in politics, no.
And they are form. Okay, and you mention a Greater Accra. So you share a woman only that race in 2023. Greater Accra as in November polls by 17,000 plus for a year honorable
17%.
No, 17,000 as in votes, you know, and you share
in the last election.
In the last elections, and now you share a DMB was 19,002. How are you going to change all these narratives? One just said okay, you said delegate or moto about more and on mobile to aba. I will bet me a j a finumi no to wafa. A dear na woka air resonate anti, you know, at all makoma so we are so confident. So
every election is different.
Okay.
Every election, you started from ground zero. You didn't go candidates ebony, no one for a so aba. But I think that people are MPP for are going into the performance of the 2024 elections. Almost share one candidate, unfortunately for him, not a candidate in 2024 elections. And they are assessing him one based on how our Omo party for they were involved in election now a course of 2024. Party for do one yes, elections now only a course and only a campaign
okay.
Resources no are mafum. So what I said they are jumano. You could be as far resource na free move by abina the okumua 7 regions are Ghana, 7 and so NPP, the biggest political party Yentimian winning constituency Baku in 7 regions. Party for local results no more presidential. Volta, Uti, Upper East, Upper West, Savannah, Bunu East, Western North, presidential. Yen winning constituency Baku kra ewum. We are no free where say now can we free her. Your presidential candidate to free Northeast. Mahama free Savannah. 7 constituencies in our Savannah. Northeast 6 constituencies. Mahama timi ba Northeast ebe we need 3. Savannah yentimi we need bakukra. Western region MPP Koko minti omo to abamaye. The winning Western region, Gladys Asma, Stephen Craig Cooper, Powusu and Kuma Western region. You winning 17 constituencies. 2024 MPP presidential in Baku 1. Party for only bisa questions 1. And Ukraino, and your press be Yanko for a bear more. You winning only 444 takradi. And you to me BTNDC 20,000 votes. You will need 1.
Which is presidential,
presidential. Central region, 23 constituencies. All of Central region, MPP in 2. Presidential.
Okay.
Abina, Nkraya, Eduasa 9. 34 constituencies. NPP. Presidential. Yenya mienu. Entino. Only party for no kasa who come no kasa say na results here this year di buy Zongos e Ghana Zongos Alhaji Mega Mreso Penibia no we man yoko mu ochinga na hani na Zongos boa urakufu ma ye vote kosro Zongos Ekufuado yete Nasara e ma ye campaign wo Zongos e Ghana hani na ma urakufuado votes ekosro 2024 Zongo se wo Ghana ye lusu nini nara 3,000 Zongo communities.
Okay, now no so the results in nyina no 2024 see ye more attribute and as only delegate na kasa or more attribute to a DN specific.
I never mean Baku ye party no any abiding problem. Second one no so ye candidate no. Onipa na ye ni ko gina
Okay.
And also, abano ye party no, and ye candidate. Normally, elections are presidential elections. And only a candidate in elections near parliamentary elections, and only a party no elections. Even though party near presidential no, was a ye kind presidential elections no results no. Candidate na one Ghana a presidential candidate no one and a boa parliamentary candidate.
Okay.
Kufuado na oye winner. Na abua ni parliamentary candidates me yem frame na and so muba ebitifi eno no nyomo ane yebo na epiame males ni ona hoden ene boa ni parliamentary candidates.
Okay.
John Mahama tikrin ene boa ni parliamentary candidates. Into presidential candidates so wa hoden into say ye do ko na say we 7 regions when we need back. Western region unya 1, Central region unya 2, Greater Accra unya 2. Ye are binding problems breaking the 8 now. Kufuado. He was trying to break the 8 of Kufuor. Unya 49.7%. Vice President, he was trying to break the 8 of Kufuor. Unya 41%. Bauko Kufuor giant 6.7 million at the peak. Inti say ikibe lose ukrana. And he register 2 million beka register no. Inti ankibe lose ukrana the yenya 7 million 7.2 ni ho say ya boy ahomode. Na fofie na antwata. 6.7 million na Kufuor giant eso tie at about 4.6.
Yeah, because as I say, boss say dynamism, a lot of things changes every elections beer. Don't you think say that period Enyema SSI and untin a man
a candidate in a count.
Okay.
And other factors.
It's about candidate now. Is it because na o man for pen cra na say bibi o hon mo ye ya no mo ni nji ho ntin e mo vote against
2028. Say ye kase ye ko campaign na say ye the audition di enim ne e kwa ka economy asemo a ye betimi akabi maybe so
was it 2028
ye ko election ne ye kase ye kwa ka economy asemo a audition betimi akabi. Economy is all central to every election. 2000 yes, if you are sitting in Natuaba, and no ye micro economy.
Okay.
If you are sitting in Natuaba, elections biano is about one of the central pillars. Economy.
Okay.
Then we look at other sociological factors. People must believe in you. Kufuor manchagbo na yede wo ba na ye say sidi ni mo aye hata.
Okay.
Nti akofa brantie bia ba oba be boa me na mama sidi ni mo aye dene. What Kufuor meant was that made the governance no me strength no economy me strength ni ho nti me kwa akofo bia odene strength in economy no e ba be boa mu studio mu ha peace FM. And all this year, so they can say, a Kufuor economy in a hiding, amano. Uncle 2028 said, oh, this year, no better economy once more. A bedding. But what I say,
okay.
I was so
a problem.
I was so man for no Judy. Say, I dare now, you did be shown some. Who will record? But what I say, last time, no record on a year, deputy governor.
Okay.
And you didn't be ye Sydney. You get the connection.
Yeah.
Aha, deputy governor. Obey Sydney.
Okay.
Ye buy so you see a city the key na koto.
And Yemfan is now vice president. No more a deputy governor. Now a vice president.
But on one kasa say mu studio mu a Kufuor the economy ni na amame.
Okay.
Afede wi akire no na afede nam digitalization.
Say that time no ka say eye na Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo the economy ni nyina mana mene wote heyi would de na wo abemo wugidi sa because your vice president role will play in as much as say you are well endowed when it comes to finance aspect. Na ye shese ye wo finance minister e wo honom me hu video bi a me hu ya lawyer and the appear could be e can say honorable Ken Ofori-Atta ama that some vice president or the opportunity got to a point na oba be ready budget no ne ade kompona vice or meaning say na o man ne advice ne ade no na unti.
It's about responsibility and leadership. Then there's some weakness in leadership.
Okay.
So what day me why yes be adwuma 9 o'clock. It's say ababa wa kama obetima TV so be anim say abena na me na mini penifo wa ha say bra 9 o'clock ma bra 10 o'clock ma ade so ya see 8 o'clock ne be sha say na fe the manager no wa ha no onu kura say abena ma adwuma de ameso mebu afo me ma and only leadership.
So leadership na you.
It's about leadership.
Okay.
If I'm in charge of the economy and you are a finance minister, all the real sector ministers are under you at EMT. You take responsibility.
Okay.
And yes, I say, "Anko ye ya sumesi, eko ye di amepe." Monfa mame. Bibi eko ye biya no, magic credit. Yanko ye di enye mia. You take overall responsibility, and that is what leaders do. If you took responsibility, even for the failure, Pacho say, "Anko ye kwa no ka say, adeshe say na me pese na me ye, anko ye." But say kamunya bre maamia, anke ebe wi achiri say ni ebe kwa. People will believe in you.
Okay.
That is leadership, and a bold leadership for that matter. But it cannot be a buffet. We koyi move mame. We ankoyi ayasumesi.
Okay.
What I say? If you are in charge of the economy, every minister must be under your authority for you to be able to lead. And that is really what we are talking about. Into whether and there could be, like I say, Ken say, and Asumesi say, Ken and Tiena Semno. It's about leadership.
Okay.
Or shall I say, make sure say the boss, the president, fires him.
No, possible, sir.
Manager no wo Peace FM. So we make juma, we supervisor and me go can't Father Dixon so you ready.
But remember, sir, members of parliament rose against that time or no,
but maybe because
it didn't happen.
Maybe because the person supervising him not only strong to deliver the blow for the person to be removed. I'm saying maybe.
Okay.
I'm saying that a leader, right or wrong, good or bad, you lead.
Okay.
And then you let your people, you explain to the masses. Ahana me pese yeko. Ye beto anwemu, ye beto atechemu, ye hube yefi. But ibe wie no. But what I say, ebeko yama yeni na ebe dwaya ma ye ho efe. Now the auto anwemu ya asumesi na ma ya to anwemu. Auto atechemu ya asumesi. Anko ye we na we ko ye de ye media then that's not bold leadership.
Okay. My yembra Mekai pass beginning of the year. Abra mo share sa Jenny yasi na omanfo bi e ka beginning of last year elections e course so Dr. Brian Champon sponsor ye just wo for party ni sin na so sponsor pa along the line no e ba be toja e man komodie ni bi baaye e ma wo kan ye oh boy pa but it was unquiet yente minim other candidates awo ye bibia publicly no wo mamanfo nyina ehu adenti na sabre mum na wo kan awoma omanfo ehu de ekoso is it because bia obi show in a way the person was ungrateful about or support and as an obi claim yes I supporting it na over out aka ho asem sese.
No, I don't think so. I think so. O person your presidential candidate di amanyoku kese te say MPP anymore. O call man for no wa edi kan omo person mu hu onipa wo ye.
Okay.
your mental faculty, your educational background, your family, who you are, edika etosumi no. Omo person mu hu de waye de aboa amanyuko MPP no. And bibia waye bia no. E wo se wo ka kire omanfo no. Etosumi en some person mu hu de obetimi aye amaye winning elections. You have to explain to them and give them assurance. Etoso nine say you winning then na wo be ya amaye enu so some kire mu. Into that aspect say I've been one of the biggest contributors financially to the party. Apart from that, me de my dream, me nyansa, my whole day, me near Kufuado, ye Ghana 2 times campaigning. My Eastern region will be any me kuremu. I've supported other regions. So, constituency now ko ye campaigner. I was so catch the man for no. The why ye diama wamanyuko. And the how bia. And Bonibia in him.
Internet say about to a mono, and ya no kwa and I was supported, sir.
2016, you win a Kufuado share a party in 24 catcher. So be anywhere, no kind of Portuguese, no African, no American, no black man, no white man supported the MPP or supported him to come to power more than what Dr. Brian Champon did. You were Kufuado no more. My support for this party didn't start from 2024, 2023. Where Kufuado no more some more country party in Penifua, but all that say we win election. My contribution to get us to win the elections. He mentioned it. Okay. It's nothing new.
So until Obi Bisa say, I think all these while no not any out. A bra wa bold simu pana se bia wo hunu se obetimi ayo candidate nti na na woman aye no hunu se in a way no aye a lot of the service.
I mean kwani enye we are there mo bia now we dey abeto abontin
nti obi onye kwani na ya there mo.
But I'm saying say cratchy ni oboa obi ana dawa no na onyankopon ade bibi kakra domo no.
I'm forced to ask a follow-up question. Until what that one on the one you catch me
na. Make us me. Massive na make.
Okay.
Immediate. Me cratch me. Me nyamesumni. Say nye bibi kakra domo na o de boa obi a. Me mfa ntoma no enkika.
Okay.
Into the fact say me ka ho asem no. Eno nkyere say I've done a disservice to myself. Amount for niti. Me manoda. My way. No. That's not my style. That's not my training. But my ye pipa, nipa ye de my ye de boy amanyuku. Omo noso. No just here. But the fact say men can one sem so doesn't do me any disservice. Party for no make call round no crena make no. They check. And they realize that is true, and they believe me. I mean, who you and that is why I'm getting a lot of support from them.
Okay, we a businessman. You're well noted for that. Obi Baka says stress, baby, I will go through, business. It comes with its own challenges. What are the things that we see at the free money? See the 2 million mawa. Obi de beba beboa. See be away, my opinion.
There's a combination of we need at some point, and that time is now. A businessman who has gone through the mill and the stress that you just described, to take the helms of this country. The traditional politicians, the normal budget and distribution of resources that is getting us nowhere. We've spent the last 1 year as a country. Tell me one physical idea, Obeka say, buy physical. Yeah, in 12 months. Nothing. And we just read the budget. So many billions, but the revenue to support that budget is not there. The Ministry of Agric, the support they got in 2025, budget ne kind, sika omo release ma omo. Minister no cannot pass sorry free. Nothing. So we need to have a businessman that can jumpstart the productivity of this country, make people more productive. We have a lot of talkers, not many doers. Transformational leadership is required this time. And no namidi free all my years in business into government. And Entina said, not trying to boast, but in politics, bibia me dem nsakano. I'm sure if you see my record in Agrek, it speaks for itself. I mean, where in 18 months we had the biggest irrigation programs for our food security. All those things were established by me. 2, what I did with Concours syndication, bold leadership. 3, we are experiencing bumper harvest. I set out a 5-year food security plan for this country. 5 years. Food security plan starting in 2024. In 2025, the inputs and rings, we have a bumper harvest that this country is not able to manage. And if we continue on, you see, next year we will have a challenge, because I was expecting that the 2025 budget will build on it.
Okay.
The 2025 budget did not build on it. 2026 budget now, it's not building on what we left. So, we can feed Ghana document now. Me friend planting for food and jobs phase 3, because we share a phase 2 document.
In as much as say feed Ghana and corresponding with.
We share planting for food and jobs phase 2 document now here. Now we share feed Ghana document no my na. As some we front cover, I don't know the cover for share. Dito. Look, yeah, plans are in now, which is not bad. That's a boom.
Okay.
I'm not complaining about it. Okay, budget now. Irrigation, go and read the 2026 budget. A lot of the things in there. We had the poultry intensification program. Figures now, targets now, setting, and one use. So, Sani boom. But I'm saying you back it with resources. And the trajectory to win ourselves off poultry, maize, rice, and be full self-sufficient. They are not backing it with that resources. So you will find out in 2026, after we have consumed this bumper harvest, we are going to begin to have problems that will dwell into 2028, 2029. So my point is that the learned experiences in business is what makes me largely successful.
Okay.
In politics.
In politics. Naka me baby bisa na ba wo de ashemu sisi say you share, the track records near the ban even agric sector now, from security, then you came to national security, you came to agric. That's sabrena na enuane prices was so e experience say inflation and ban on food at 6.6. It meaning say now you can confidently say 5-year policy or even plan now will lay and no na yield result ama eduane ebuso.
You see, there's food inflation and then there's the national inflation.
Yeah.
Now, maybe by enough food inflation, about 57, around that.
Yeah.
Me feel enough food inflation 21.
Was it 20?
Yeah,
23 thereabouts.
Yes,
yeah.
And we predicted a trajectory downwards, both food inflation and national inflation. In Shishaya, yes, but in the end, there has to be some stability.
Okay.
And an inflation increase of about 2-3% per annum. And because if price here flatter, over time it's not profitable for the farmer. In the next 10 years, a special ice where you turn on 10 cities, the all producer or no beboka. Until there has to be some inflation, positive inflation, and that is not bad.
Okay.
But I'm saying that if it is 2-3%, 4%, it is stable. It's considered stable. But there has to be some state investment to guarantee a supply. As the population is increasing, the food systems now are building is feeding the country, and then the prices are relatively stable. That investment is not there. You need some bold leadership.
Okay.
One with learn from business. Okay. One kasa wa feel and practical. Bosomi I say me could your salaries. Bosomi I say me affairs I say me profit. I was say me do my for energy. I was say me say you need to have that experience to be able to put and leadership to be able to put those systems in place, and that's the experience that I'm going to bring on board.
Okay. Usually so be a kasa me do womu ni bie. Na me pesa me boa womu a won hye na nipa no e trace ne background a obreye e wa abrabomu de wa famu nti no nim se de ahokere esitie e de ade e na e drive wa e motivate wo a e ma hu se less privileged mame e moa wo mu we mu ni bi mame en support wo mu e den e na motivate wo.
Well, my belief in humanity say yes obia won shebre. But and what say enye nyankopon pe so otwe wa so mpo a say obedakom ana say obedaja ana say unya opportunity se nyankopon di adomo na wo so betimi di aboa epeja obia boano enye so boano so na o keka ho asem se ne a opesa anka manfo ye no but onyankopon domo kakra ye mfa nko ba bia wu abeja wako na o ti ase no se obetimi di aboa obia boano na ono so ohu onyankopon achede a ema ono so edi ba wi ase enu titru enema se mi hu se obi ekwa hochire mu a quietly no I want to help and I say oba me constituency a me try say me peja o man no me ye ma kese se ne be ya me de be boa o man no in the long term Christian
okay
nyamisuro odo a wo de manipa na nyankopon so aboa wo na wanya bibi no na wo so de aboa ye ni na dodo na no sebe oye muslimi ni e kristo ni ye ni na yesuru nyankopon wade bia na onya bia obetimi de aboa obi but ye kan say nyankopon wo hwe abrochire a Bill Gates or say miwu a 99 in fact they are even donating billions their wealth Berkshire Hathaway omo ye adwuma no na oye self actualized the onye ni na no o se ma sign day ache me de boa ehiafo me de boa say that should be the ultimate goal se nyankopon emma wo biribia won so no fa ma obi bi na sebe asasi so ha onyankopon de ne bae he can live and live a good life.
Okay. Say ye share ye di kan akasa no me de wokọ wachi kakra. Ene wokọ aprobo nipa bi no mo etu di wachi wonsama woka to wo masom. Ba ma yen share wo region we so confident and you know what was say about 70% or it could be more. About 15 MPs and about I be declare we support Edia DMB and apart from that and painful be no more party no more so one also support it. Are you not worried?
Nipa 23,000 and a trouble is here almost finalize the album between 22 and 23,000 and a trouble we see. Say 15 1-5 I can say omukudi oba kufu echi I no I dream in how
and count. But let's not forget to say 15 you know they represent a constituency.
No, but some one kasa no omuko MPP primaries. What you say? And you nipa di na na to aba mo mo be MPs, even the primaries. And you nipa di na na to aba.
But who acknowledge the fact say omu wo nkrofo omu di omu chi.
Me say on say me constituency. Me wo me nkrofo a edi mechi.
Okay.
But I don't just say nipa wo constituency mu ni na no. Say me more me ho modern me omu never be 20 mechi. Nipa 800 net to about how me your MP no. There be any sanity.
Okay.
Maybe I me strong, me boys I me no nam there be no pay we anwumre omu di mechi. Me ka say me ba UTV hay me ensa fit to ka free kwa ba. Sankofo ndie me kan bibia kire mo a woni beti. E tell because me ka just say I say me okay the honorable. We dey yes. Indeed 2023 I will catch you at here. Me sabi odi mechi pa me catch en so onkoto abama Baumia na me support Baumia 2023 di day no na me who say o catch ko say monkoto maken me nipa me ni na ma no pa wi anwumre. I'm not downplaying the influence of the 15 members of parliament, but what I'm saying is that omanfo no constituents no
okay.
And the focus and so I am treating the 15 MPs as one of the 22,000 delegates now. And so I know the strength of every one of them.
Okay.
And I have profiled every one of them, their constituencies.
In a way, no air affected.
Debbie, in no way.
Okay. Now we ourselves.
In
no way.
Me say, psychological operations, psyops.
To break you and
no, I mean, say to also continue to get the support of the public. So as soon as they win and from an ekoha when a woman akofa will be no aye post be near the Bible tuja ubekwa him no nipa free campaign office or campaign officer near aye post we abeto ha nini na no
post ne ba na free or
me say
campaign office nipa na be favor no meaning say the way post na is or in favor of nipa
me say opa my me decide is ochena post graph Ghana hani na post me kwaku tua sika amaya ye dia mame no enye post ketwa
what me tua me ye bi ma
ana enye Ghana ne wo
I see
it is and also a lot of the things that you see no psychological operations
but better just say majority of them and so no you supported them during MPs no
I talking about polls or
no wo boa me can suppose no quite
exactly my point
wo boa wo
exactly my point
edinti and the nipa wabuana na woman betimi ababe MP now nipa no say wo position be yen declare support amount.
But that is exactly that's the point I'm making. So omo kra me boa omo no ebe ye MPs no o just say emu 15 say o the enfan say 15 no kra say no kra because e bi no so assign ayewe say 15 no kra ye no kra na say 15 is so and support me it goes to say the fact say we onipa no MP no enchire say chinchan a wo na wo beka asem amaneti because but what I say into no 23,000 net to aba no 15 no omo ntimi influence 500 gra
okay.
What I say
I see.
Yeah.
Now yen share a bimo say a former president meaning say party mo a party mo any president every yesho na Nana Akufo-Addo immediate past a president of Eastern region na Dr. Brian Champon ufri abitifi no so wo Eastern region adenti Eastern region for nkwana kunya yeboma wo mo se wo mramedi president ana eno no in a way no because na do Eastern region into no ebetimi affect
I think it is not about regionalism. It's about competence, capacity, and the belief of the electorates. In any case, Akufo obeye mampeni or mampeni uriye no or the ma males ura males uriye no the ma mahama ura mahama uriye no the ma Akufo-Addo ura Akufo-Addo uriye no or the ma mahama. Inti se me win 2028 elections na nya Akufo-Addo na the president ni mahama from the northern part of Ghana. But what I say, Mahama na de mami. Se ba flag bearer so a, Uru Akufo ewie flag bearer no, or the my Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo wie as flag bearer no, the baton no e de ma Uru Bawumia. Nti se mi wini January 26, enya Akufo-Addo na de mami. Eye Bawumia e na de mami. Into the analogy say if Eastern region Akufo-Addo if Eastern region propaganda atonsum competence and capacity na man for Ghana for in any case central region okohonoma yenya 4 vice presidents the freehold and a president males Buzi a vice president no freehold Emisata Professor Jean and a males Sankasa Liman vice president so no free central region 4 Liman Mills Aka Rollins no free central region and sana president back in Ghana for can say about one region 4 vice presidents and presidents. Na NDC for the bia omudi Mills Free Central Region nom kofa Emisata and nom kofa Professor Jean in the Free Central Region Ghana for area ABB.
Oh no, but so we president.
No, but I'm number 2 need and can
no or president all right, but we have the role
in any case
now we share
Mahama na president. Mahama na president of the northern half of Ghana. Until free north no we are na the vote no we know president as anchor the northern half of Ghana. I'm saying that regionalism has no place in our country. We're a unitary state. People are looking at competence, capacity to deliver, to move us to the next layer. That is what people are focused on. And me call Ghana ni na ubi anwa. Okay, say yen channel we free her. Yeah, the 4 across central and the back free senior, the way across Shanty, Nianco Volta, Nianco no Western North, Nianco ha. Nobody is saying that. They are looking at competence. Somebody who can win the elections for us in 2028.
You share a candidates now. A BA Honorable Kennedy Japan Wakani others say Dr. Brian the way I will see a TSC delegates and almost Bosike too Ankasa. And I would influence a woman. Is it true, say, we bosike too?
Oh, what does it mean? I see what you're saying.
So we bosike too. So we share delegates and make us say we will be a call wafaka ne diaba into 200 cities. Why would they be 1,000? 2,000.
I'm not aware.
Maybe I say anyone.
I mean, say, I know you have politics or any propaganda. Because the delegates now will catch them. No. So, Abena, a month for say, what about 1,000? Say, what 1,000 winning? 1 year as well winning. Say, the team the day say, and then no Rebecca say, delegates are what Ghana and crying across the country. Ebeko Jew be a free be wabro nimso nipano don't mean we need elections. Am I Yamanyo Kuno? Now, what Jimmy be into to Obama? It's a big insult. And I hope and pray so be just I maintain so Kasa. So all candia M1 Kobibia send ho. And yes, Sika a message and a performance. And luckily for me, candidates na minimum kono. Bako me performance e de adwaso a ye chiri mu chire Ghana for. Baako so ne niema bi a akoso no kire se wo de ka kwa afa we bebre afa we ntoma yen wo de enye nene na so se no station ye he ya na nke ja eto ha nsem bi a ekokoso ukura oti akwa na Nsroma
nenge je eto ha se
na nya green ya na o show se de
na me shake green bacho enwa na me shake
enwa wo
me bacho
ubi sa question bi minim say we fia sitini nsem akese ya wo kan inti se wanya wo beboa odo wini what the answer no I say no answer ase kire say odi she wenya memoa odishe we nya we beboa ya kwa thank you to Ghana thank you to yi ba ku si fi bas me yesi wonu mu asem na ma ye lose election ye pamu ni fi bas me e wo bono ho nya ne car ni di echiranka onanti fi ho e de bankran ye yi ni si form fi bas me yesi wonu mu asem e na ma ye lose elections no na wo si we nu mu asem na ma ye lose ya se o wini a afa ha be boa na ma ye wini 2028 ne ye da so ti opposition na bia me ka say nipa mienu na idi edima nsa na me ba be July so mo be jaye kuma na mo di agro no mo abobo na shepo no ma dia ma ya manyuko na ka me mfi akire ho ma enka se mo fa ball ne ma me na me nko shego
no onye ni say nipa na ye so bitter name bi ho no ma nko ye ama nti odi yawo e woni mu
we are not responsible for your happiness.
Okay. Hey.
We are not responsible collectively. We are a political party. We exist to win elections. But what I say, until se won't mean we need elections ne mayanya. Ye be you wasi jai. Ye kunya tumi ne ba. Ya be people we nim nisu. E ye tumi na ye be.
So even if we say obi ya dey within the party no na say eye we ye nipa na anye ya instead say bi ampenfo beba then they will speak out to say no the nipa se mesi ye na anye ba nipa na react mu a no dey ye to say nye
say eye wankasa wade a we japade a na wo dey ye dey ope me buafu ball ya ye bu me dia me buafu no mafa na me dey ahye me moto na me dey ko pastor say oban e japade political party until you can't be bitter and let your bitterness bring all of us down. There has to be a limit.
Okay.
There has to be a limit. And we have to be able to tolerate everybody.
Okay.
And then ye hwena enko yi untimi mfa ye nkoduru a ye besesa ho ebe ye we ya yes what ye manitra nche no ono so pa besom but adwen na anko se ye nyina de na wo de ye se me de mi di yaw me kansem anye we de ne ye nyina ye nkoda. We cannot build a political party. We can't build a political party. We have to tolerate all views.
Okay.
So that we can move forward.
Move forward. Be share afia e twemu ene de ene 2023 abra na prime minister ko se wo musa na won ka ho de by beto just say after the elections and na honorable Ken drag ni fit when cold fit to campaign for Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Emma, you came in to give 5 million Ghana cedis to him. Is it true?
So yes, it's true, but the preamble now they can't, and yes, and not because he was dragging his feet.
Okay,
it is not true that he was dragging his feet. Now, wako campaign nibi, now wako campaign nibi, why elections nibi na akabe bibi also oko.
Okay,
and then he reached out. And then I supported him.
Okay.
But not because
na
on peso beko and na me friend no can say uja for yesrewa udi jabibia to no that's not true. Mean kind no and come and no the enye no kre.
Okay.
Nemum towards the end na audition bread. And he reached out and then
you supported.
I supported him with that money, but not say no on peso beko and I may make a chain so I'm messing ko and I'm doing the man. That's not true.
Okay. And they said the omanfo who say we business man na waye juma bibre ama a flourishing. Ebi mo hu say ye trust the country in the hands of a businessman. Nipa no e de be enrich ne ho. Ne ba in your case people out of the view say abra snit incident no na opese wo bem isan say ba say it collapse in a way it was in a way inappropriate say we minister wa bem now be you see maybe your business will benefit out of a government property no enunti say ye rich businessman mo omo be enrich wo through their business. How do you respond to this?
But I think say it's too far from the truth.
Okay.
Number one, at a time where Senate cast one ton on Japade in 2012, 2011, 12, one not of
okay.
And at the end say 2017, MPP are buying a buy. Omo say omo beton. Omo be pay investors. Anya for moton. Omo pay investors. Omo enya atofo.
Omo enya investors.
Omo enya obia. 2020. Omo say omo beye. Omo enya obia. 2021 and omo sign call advertising in the Economist Daily Graphic. Omo advertising we are seeing now. So omo pay investors, partners. Yes, omo ton. Omo pay partners. That time no, na me ni abem.
Okay.
Na me ni abem, na me ni minister. Me be minister 2023. Until 14 companies are a bede some partners meeting. Na me company ne ka ho bi.
Oh, number year 14.
14.
Is there nyese be it was a so idea say unkwana.
Omo advert. Nyese me nko me company.
O company.
I'm separate from my company.
It's true, but a dear.
Absolutely. 14 companies and a bede 2021. Na minister na ejuma ya me yenti no me Rock City no me margin is amount for management and I'm very happy with them. 14 companies 2021 and a bid. I knew about the bid.
Okay.
But I'm in near them. Yeah, but second time no 2020 no manji post. Until almost called through process na and almost shortlisted 3 companies. Senate. After 3 years, 2.5 years, open tender. A biographic movie, and almost shortlisted 3. Into 3 companies, and almost shortlisted. Now Rock City Kahubi. There was nothing wrong with the transaction until Midimba up for vice president. And the Bay issue.
Was it an agenda?
Then okay, Ghana honey away.
Doctor, what can say Ghana honey? Was it an agenda?
From 2021, there was nothing wrong with the Senate go through processes now from 14 companies, almost only about 3 open. Probably be anyhow. Me be a minister April 2023. Almost started at the end of 2021, 2022, 2023 April. And I'm a minister. Until Rock City was part of 3 now my shortlist. You know. It took 1 year, 2024, and no more enter negotiations. No problem be any. Kopim da, I became one of the potential names for vice president. And about for Kofa and no Edibai. And then Smith announced to say, that's what partners. I'm called parliament on some partners. Because hotels in our essay. Ye can say we declare profit 2024. Mubien who declare profit. None of the we declare profit ko check it. Snit that's what tua e binom so light bills be seen. Omo pensioners can ma ko tua light bill. So yes, time wa me be a minister 2023 no. Na be a transaction e do no. Me ya muhwienye because it started 2021 I go through processes nisa asembia ni ho 2023 kwa me be a minister asembia ma ho 2024
I who said no we are threatened. So was it within the party and a banner sana
wa kika unse mum na
maybe no ye me no me no na
di ko wa kika unse mum na wa
na me be say only honorable Okujeto Ablakwa want to say as we are all students from Presec.
No, or junior crab.
Or junior
crab. Or I'm told me what Presec.
Okay, so old,
me free Presec ho I think 10 years.
Okay.
I'm a Tommy school. I don't know. I'm a Tommy Presec.
Montem to say.
But I don't mean any problem yet. We could see down 6 2-bedrooms in 6 hour Presec Legon.
Okay.
Make then I make a catchy sword. Meaning the coy for the to commence the construction. Who call the Facebook or tweet or post to crowd on her. May a chairman of Foreign Affairs Committee. No, I'm a ranking member. What is a time or no EDD? Because he was under control, he was in check. So I say, oh yeah, ranking member. He behaved properly. We had a very cordial relationship. Indeed, yes, started flood, spillage in the constituency flood there. Now what you know call Metro TV yes our story. Now my friend personally, I'm almost the fertilizer I call the constituency. Inti me sorry me be call parliament. Me hear not TV so no bomb me inti me cause all bomb me dey Adamase. Fertilizer na last week. They call the constituency. All class for front. Me sending the message say ujafo. Then I cost BBS na. But if you know Michana come one respond to that particular message. But if you know Michana, we talk normally.
No one raise bill. Maybe there's at least or finding.
We are business now, woman. You're friend of politics. What I say? Yeah, politics now,
Hey, so must you dent someone's image?
But I'm saying that he wants to gain advantage.
Okay.
For his political.
Under the expense of Obi.
No, but I'm saying that Obia ne values.
Doc na Obi yesa.
Says that Obia ne values.
And I maybe say Obi yesa.
Minim.
Unim.
Baby, minim. Obia ne values. Assembly ba ube way. No one here ne ethics.
Okay.
Your morality. So what you say, your values. Because I do mayor and I say on a case by case basis.
Okay.
Maybe assembly by the first thing I can me mayor ni say my friend everybody say ujafo. We and amati na machiremu na one tia say wakwa akoye de
Obey.
Opese we. Se wo tia say na say wo party ni kura pese omo ya. Wo twun me de the values, my morals, my ethics, and pini ma me nye de mo pese me. Na mo se mo pese mo ye de a me de me nka. Into bia ne the values, the ethics, the morals are ordinary.
What the be mu say snitty dey until say within a bar up say we a potential candidate to be a running mate
at that time.
No yichire bi na aba adenti no be bisa say oh na say ne say wo was ade na won
me was saying
that time or no say omanfo e kan say oh we a potential candidate eneni me bisa
say ye presidential candidate so there was no vacancy.
Okay and I make I won't think a presidential and I say vice
this is our time na ye presidential candidate. There was no vacancy for presidential candidates. So people were floating my name for vice president.
Exactly. Good. It's me bisa say that time oh there be a dog he didn't come also person maybe there's all coming because of boy say me you
as I baby all person
and you so na make me enti me sa brand me say to ultima ka say be a woni wo mo eye adwen e na omanfo binum so aka even within the party okay na oni omonya adwen okay binum so aka say consistency e ade a e matter enti say even if for say mo dey obi akọ na anye ye cramp na yenhwe president ebinum akọ so anye ya mo maintain meba dog meba nti medema wa na me wo mo aka ne ye dia ama me namti president e wo honom no eye so glaring o manfo bi ehu eye president kofo koye de adi kan de toso mi no Nana de Danko Kufuado ko ye di kind de to so me impress so okoyinti say Dr. Bawumia ko ne ba so na sa anye yi a adenti na mo rally mo support behind him na mo manen call for the second time na de omanfo bi e wo mutirim say we vice and as we running mate e kama no wonko ta echi sa
o se president Kufuor ko ahe
ba ko
president Kufuor
eko mienu
oko mienu
yes
okay Buzia ne ko ba ko na Kufuor ko mienu
mpacho
ene Kufuor do ko say
me ensa
nti next one ye be ko say
ende mpacho na bisa say me enai
asa so Buzia ko ba ko Kufuor ko mienu Kufuor do ko miensa nti next ever ba o mi ankofo enai
enye me na make
but I'm saying enye logic
ni enye say nine almost wako ba ko anti ne mo sanfa no ko bio
enye logic
okay
logical kay the Buzia ko first one Kufuor ko mienu Kufuor do ko miensa next one ye be ko enai ansa no we ni hey ene logic I didn't hear any friend of politics. Okay. And politics is on performance. Yede Kufuor, Ora Kufuor ko 96 no. Vote na winyaye no. Na emu do sing Buzia edubu ahinde no. Na yede ne ko bio 2000. Na vote ni mu do, yede ne ko 2000 no wini ye. 2004 Kufuor vote no nyaye no. Na emu odini Esin the ono ankasa nya 2000 no. But near Nico 2008 a constitution in Tienye.
Okay.
To Kufuor Dubai. Kufuor Dubai 2008 no. Ni vote na unya no. Na emu dru isin Kufuor
first term
2004. No second term no. The interesting side and the vote ni mu dru olusu ye de by the ye de 2012. 2012 Kufuor do vote na wonyaye no na emu oduru sen de ono ankasa nya 2008 no ne de ni ko bio 2016 no wini ye but what I say Kufuor do vote onya no 2020 no na emu oduru sen de onya no 2016 no but ne de ni ko bio 2024 enye yi enti no omo ade omo ko ne de omo kokra no a omo lusu kra na omo vote do kosoro o wini a the next election no can vote no kosoro saying the onyaye no Kufuor the highest so giant 6.7 million the highest 6.7 million sa 2024 no yes sign register 2 million ebeka ho inti sanke be lusu kwa na odi anka enko 7 million 7.2 na yen lusu ebe ko say yabo ya homodin ye de odehye ne kobio a ni vote no be kosoro ama yetimi aweni.
Okay.
6.7 million na Kufuor di jaye no 2024 eso tiba 4.6 million 2 million register beka voter register no bakukura nto amaye ena de Kufuor do su jaye no ye society 4.6 million eye na ke ni vote no call 7 million anke de ni beko bi
Kameba be pisa sentin ka appreciate dia then there's a possibility.
And it's a performance.
Beginning so I can say party no how wo and na candidate no. Yeah. And so how? So do you think say 2 million na mulusi and I say it decline you know. We bet me the move 1.5 million so more abo candidate na.
I mean can say Michelle. Parliamentary candidates biano. Who problems or constituency? We a local boy. Who got to Land Cruiser Accra so be one for be antinema to abatia. Who got Presby now to collection 5,000. Now call SDA now got to 4,005 for problem. What I say? Who papa will be to share with foam onto Abama. But what I say? The parliamentary candidate biano. We know presidential candidate in Jina from the same party. I was saying Kamunyape. Because 2 years, nanka wakwakoto ha. MPP, CPP, PNDC, PNC, NDC, nini na no parliamentary candidates no vote no ewo form kakra 10, 20, 30, 50 saying presidential candidate. 2024 pe ena 99% of constituencies ewo Ghana. Almost 99%. Omu ninara. parliamentary candidates no ebo omohomodin esen ye presidential candidate no kire se Ghana inkroni nina se emfa ho ni problems aye ni parliamentary candidate no wo no ye pe no esen mo presidential candidate no se wo kan nina bomu a almost 350,000 votes and a parliamentary candidate no EDBT a presidential candidate 3% of the vote NDC nya 6.2 million nya 4.6 10.8 million 350,000 is the difference between a presidential candidate and a parliamentary candidates in our vote ni bom just a party ni problems no any parliamentary candidates no apart from that no utimi yi presidential candidates ni problems no which is the 3% na yinya and that is where the problem is if omunya pe and as a difference of 2,000 3,000 constituency here we Dokua constituency ma o kan Kwe South Dokua NDC for no BT Dokua 6,000 votes 5,000 to NDC Dokua ono da for mo awon dwen ho try na chi no na ono a we lose 5,000 ono say BT your presidential candidate no by 6,000 which means the NDC BT your presidential candidate 11,000 one constituency parliamentary candidate no lose 5,000 presidential candidate no lose 11,000 the same constituency.
So per analysis I would dey mass here, you know, who attribute say the candidates, you know, and no man form.
And na because I need Okan Kwe South anko.
I know in
Ghana henni na.
Percent was it 99% of
around 90%. Here areas are about say 1 or 2% your presidential candidate ni BT parliamentary candidates. Ube come hokra na abena problems wo your presidential candidate no so your muslimini OBT in team for joy reverend on one kasa ntina American OBT reverend in team for joy ewo Asen South no kre onya 17,000 your presidential candidate in team for joy enya 14,000 but MPP ni bi or co-independent or no na 10,000 votes for parliamentary no.
Okay.
And no nema ye presidential candidate etimi BT ye parliamentary candidate no. Oko Agona West Yeni na yenim ye presidential candidate BT a parliamentary candidate Kresata. But ye ko mu on Cynthia Morrison gender minister. Gender minister. Oko independent. Actually 7,000 votes. And no nema ye presidential candidate no etimi BT. Into constituencies now we say a presidential candidate can BT a parliamentary candidate. Ube komu hono na party no war internal problems. Other than that, Ghana had to donara. Ye parliamentary candidates, a BT a presidential candidate. It being see that. It being see that where your politics. So it is about performance, which then defeats the logic of Buzi Akobako. Ekufu akomienu ekufu ado akomiensa enti enfa ba omi anko 9
okay nti eno de ensi
maybe party for nto
okay doc yen share a ban of parliament mo members or more representatives enom near the leadership no are you happy with them?
No, this
how omo juma near the oni
but I'm saying you're asking me to pass a judgment on myself. I'm part of the parliamentary caucus, and these are our leaders.
Okay.
You have to tell me whether when you leaders who are now say.
No, once a woman there, so be a adie monasi bisa na say if you're happier. Confidently you talk about it.
These are our leaders.
Oh, dear, dear, manage one amount to be a to me a part of it.
You see, 2024. NDC MPs no yeah parliament or do mukai omo to be a match pass I don't quite Ghana for 12 more
And now acting power. Oh, they be saying till you're happy.
But I'm saying say in propaganda studies there's something we call stacking.
Okay.
Abna ni papa if he hungry koko abna ebroni nti obi hu say I can say abna papa ebroni mo hu so papa fi sekwa so just propaganda no be the account to trimu a so na your leadership
no any propaganda. I mean say me a journalist.
No. So are you saying you are not happy?
No, I'm not the one to say it. Yes, say the other ni gem no nim say the issue.
So me no me that gem ho nti enfa no say.
Okay, I see. Na yen share a top to bottom approach. Enra Honorable Ken Ba has say 2023 ohun say a reggae elections no waka wale asem ebo dinsi so say onya 92 amatama no mo kan no obi gina ho na no wotwe papers na e share the bottom later no one chairman dey ka kire na say oh na yempese be disappointed ye nipa no which is Dr. Bawumia because yempese be guna na say ya sure no 100% na ohun say deliberately no say yeah party structures na yeah mo person mo give a favor one person. Do you agree with him on that? Now if yes or not say no, why would you trust a top to bottom approach now mo de kwakoto abanana?
Example now with the man has no bearing on the top to bottom approach.
Sir.
No. Elections imunsem say Reagan ubia pese or get ahead.
Okay.
In politics, in life, and in elections.
Okay.
Everybody wants to get ahead. Peace FM, Mudai with Mukra. Peace wants to get ahead of UTV. UTV wants to get ahead of OKFM. Everybody wants to get ahead.
Yes, idea of any healthy competition.
But I'm saying, say, in the end, no health in everywhere competition. So just here, and in competition, you want to get ahead. In the elections, so one fan near and move for more. Somebody will want to get ahead of you.
Okay.
Intino say when him say we opponent ewo asem kan wale say obey example when you 92. And she say be na wo de to form wale a anka betimi aboa amasa incident ensi. So when timi amfasa she say no angu for more. Then you yourself you are not prepared. Because in the general election now when the NDC for Bekolo. So straightforward amount. And I was saying you need to have systems on the ground to prevent rigging. So just here, and the first thing we are doing in these elections, 2026 elections, is to make sure that we have a credible album. And so far, the Presidential Elections Committee, they've performed creditably well.
Okay.
I'm very, very happy with the work that they have done. Number two, among the elections, National Electoral Commission, in 2024, it was both the party and Electoral Commission and an AD. This time round, they've ceded everything to the Electoral Commission because of a name Hunubia Omusia were the last elections. 2026, security last time no share party party ni police. This time no, you see they share police in
Ghana police in South. Okay.
So just say we are evolving. Ghana, in fact, we are see and Chebi and a man to Aba, even in America, not blacks in Tuaba, and a blacks beto Aba, and a ma beto Aba. Ghana, now you the transparent ballot box. Yes, sir. Yeah, you know, pick first. You take ballot papers. Now saying you take ballot paper near biometric verification. We are evolving. As a people, we are also evolving as a political party. Intinia maybe a see what last election, no. Even this election, you feel say very transparent. No? One kasankasa one fan share and two akwemwa. Somebody will want to get ahead of you. It is not just the field campaigning. You have to make sure that you have the right infrastructure on the ground to make sure say Sanya Mani see an NCBU.
So we are happy with the Semokoto a presidential candidate abana sana mato other you know you're okay with it. I cannot top to bottom up.
Happy or not, we are where we are. So just say at the end of the you manage what you can deal with and what you cannot deal with.
But beginning the can buy in a pemo.
Not because it compressed the time one. I was say maybe too quiet na. Apart from some of my 6 months say final campaign or the Ghana. Almost time MP no we and almost time my 1 month say mo be and 5 months. And you have to go to every single a free Bamianko Edeba main road 2 hours. Uf in the east. A quite no so yet. Western North. A free Draboso Ebesin Ba a friend is saying also 1.5 hours from one Accra. If you can't go north or can't go south at 12 minutes, but as you hit the country, Upper West one concentrated at 3 hours drive. And this is a more short time one a hawajin. Okay. And this will be Piazza Yen maybe on Wakomi Numiansa. And when ya kwa
or their falcon.
I can politics no.
And to the woman who say as in painful be na said that nasi omo person omo ye money favor will be.
That says a favor na no mo person the favor will be no. And then the MGD. But not because it was because ye such that wunti mi nko Ghana nuni na. I say maybe we hold my say Ghana ko bo match o baby a e dem ko see people so. A whole from any thing. And this a one training was our weather no more. Who to make a hana home 80. A hassle a man for any be Ghana, Mufi, Aboriginal by the Omuko, Caladam Park or Tamale. And we are no sure a better affect your performance. Into be person compressed time one. No person compressed time, no largely because won't me and call Ghana Hanina. But the end we are trained, we are strong.
Okay, you are trained, you're strong. Maybe so. Be can say say you've been in the U.S. Army,
Air Force.
Before, Air Force. No question. Be say oh, no question. One can be compare challenge say no crebi asa in what be.
That's it. A brand TV say for the Kevin Taylor. Onu kra do say me koy na mu me koy na me gao me fuel attendant and actually osisa no say me koy na fi dey me bofroye I was so jenim until there's no doubt I was in the US Air Force.
Okay.
I'm retired.
Okay. And yen share o manfo dodo na e hye Dr. Brian Echampong e dia na a delegate and sheso and kase ye toaba ediamount.
Delivery, high performance. Somebody who can, a bold leader who I'll be to media 2028 elections, no. Moshe Afano. I had the Nsia Kantam say Koha dea. Ye mayanko inye to me, ye defaha inye to me. And ne wa unya Penny Kennedy. Obetina Wankasankasa will station her. Nema ekokoso ano pay abena 2 years say yensem e be fi enum aba no yenhwe na ochene bi yentimi ankomene yensem na akofa hawo ade aba hwe chire he ya enene nansa adwoa yensem okokikan yi the other contestants no omo chitafo of yensem akese e free omo enum. We cannot unite the party if either factions get it in 2020, and I'm the only person that can unite both factions.
Maybe say we Joshua.
MPP Joshua. Because this has same way me campaigns for America, and it's because Nyankopon edi Israel for the nimdi omako Bosha assassin. Na akasakasa woman them. But Joshua akasakasa ne ba no Nyankopon amisi nkonya. Say muma yinsisi enum ensem no ansa na yakobosha assassin so. Just here. Nti ubeka ya abra odo omukwa Moses ka se montwen ye wa ha na mkwa kofa nsempa na ba no Moses call ye no Israel fo ni bi call osofo pon ohwe akira efre no Aaron omko no so ka kire se he krache baby a ne wo Egypt no ne won ko asom so ne ho toyen ye ma onansa wan kofa ya bosum na amre yen ya ye ne wo e wo bika Aaron antimi pressure no abina no gi omo agudie no bosum ma Moses bae no kwan bia so omo twɛn no ene omo ne Aaron yes ana kasa be bom ntem so Nyankopɔn sinkonya to kai Moses wu ye no Nyankopɔn kofa onipa foforo kra brand new tier by your friend Joshua be di omanfo nanim na form kobo sha asase no so yekuduru ho no ma yi be sinkonya dodi adwembo ne ba ye se ye mo abosom ne ne naka de ma kasa kopi domi kopi bunu kopi ha no ye beka ho asem nti me onipa foforo na waba no brand new no me BA Joshua me di MPP ebe kobo she
BA Joshua that's your new name
me ko Ghana ni na bia no bia ka
okay meaning say can see esi weni so wo warishemu ye based on enyuma waye
yeah
generally no after 31st December 2026 percentage say na obenya
profiling na ya no even though it puts me ahead now it puts me around 49%
okay
with about 23,000 people still undecided.
Okay.
I am hoping say I can move a lot of the undecided to my side so that I cross
okay
the 50%.
Okay.
But Mentimian crosses are 50%. Even though I'll be first in the first round. Mentimian crosses 50%. Second round, no, Mentimian 75%.
Wow.
In the second round, Mentimian 75.
I see. Na say the calculations are way in na. Once I dare say coin na any anymore a chiri. It is a kobane say sanyewo. Na se be a koye Dr. Bawumia na se be honorable Kena. Obe campaigning e de amanipa no.
Absolutely.
Na se kobano so say rerun no within the two why now be supporting?
Well, it do how we cross the bridge. But I see the sanya the entire coin no, there are three sides of a coin no. A nim no a chiha na no. So I say coin no be ade coin no tie no. Basically anyemia a second round soro ha no. In the second round so the be coin other options now okay can dey enya de beba
enya de beba
and coin na two sides
enti me hwe ni mo say 1st February me ne wo ene be din komo as a flag bearer of New Patriotic Party ana
onyankopon enti ebebem.
Dr. Brian Maminda wase enana pe
shawe tea for so bi
omunyina jo mami ma usima na one omu enkasa
but MPP delegates maba dodo na nan so akakakra wo say me babeye menya fidie kase ya mam nchia mu na mu amabie mu pono de atie me 200,000 or the 209,000 delegates me wo gidie say onyankopon be share ne ho enyonyam de be maye nya to me 2028 no beto aba e de ama no de bia me nam America no me na metimi aka afanu no e de abom amaye de enya to me resources are de be elections no so me de be polling stations so e ma de aye adwuma onyankopon de to me e hye yensa development was here yema omanfo no community no na omobre no eba fom no ma sho mobo me gina me nan mu abranti aye adwuma no ama hoto aba obre no akofom ne bibia was obia so enyam no mfie nan a me ba be gina mu no me ma obia enya hyenso de akase me koboa amanyuko yi ema aba aban mu wei ena me nso manya free mu na no achi no so machichiri bibi say kutu
say bam
kamesadi adom ase akase mobo ame no nyonyama modi ahye me no we na meso me de edi amamo now my Ghana no ya be so many your mind no we transform the country and move it to the present stage that will have a highly productive society a bema e bibrim ha de ye be sonko kra eno na me ka kire manfo no me so dawase se wa ma me akwanya yi amama yesa
me dase pa nsem de danka bebre wo ho Ose by force sanko fa yinchi. Nti wuje tumusa. Nti me mbisa obi. Ade ba ko a wo ne se abra wo be ye minister na sana wo ba mu anko yi ase ma wo mra wo besesa eyeden. Name as my ministry or ministry of ade ba ko anka me sere ni say anka me ko me you see me be ye minister 18 months. Even though na me minister office of the president or the obwa administrative
yes and I'm be ministry of national security na minister ankasa wo ho ti na me boaboa no even though na me deputy minister no na me minister of state wo ho me boaboa minister no me call interior na ambrosary wo ho agric and I be minister me call ho 3 months me new policy the Americans say na mrini so nje na nka menya mfie nan a anka ebetimi de niam ni nyina agu akwan mu nti se oka se den na me pese me sesa no a ade ba ko anka me de besre nyankopon sanka de dum mmere a anka me nsa no adwuma no ka manfo ebehunu pa
na nka nkoko is because kai sa issue by between when Cocoa board then CEO any we say
issues be amba issues be anyhow.
Hey, Dr. Brian.
Adem.
Issue be amba.
David.
Sir, more resolve ya na say hwe amba. Nti want hwe.
Say I think say there was issue now person can say me cancel syndication 2024 cocoa syndication. Aban ye kasa aban no ni omampani president. E kasa say be aban ni ya e omampani aban ni nya e omampani. Omampani so di tumi no ama ni ministers na soafo me na me yo soafo a ehwe ekuaye so aduane ni kuaye so say Cocoa board security man no gina ho so koye bone a minister no na yedi be hye me minister no ba omon ho moden
obi aye de ope
say come do obi wo wale a enya district agric officer no yedi hye no ye minister no na yedi so no yeden ebon nti no se na ewia ida kwakobo omampani crime ekosoro wo Ghana ha ye IGP enka na sem ye de mo omampani oman ni mu kro no akosoro na ye de bo nti se ye policy se ye cancel syndication now you see you ana technical officer na security man say omo be ye syndication meeting me security man me na me bi gate no e ma mu ko mu nti no fa credit na ma me debi ye nya ne sa eye edi kan credit no ko omampani ho ni wia ni minister na wodi anim man ni workers no etimi achieve the policy no now the minister say memory so na yedi we buy ya na subordinate abaka say enye no kre na me na me type document no me na me try no it doesn't work like that njo kan ya me kan na me say issues bia anyhow but me to ma we gani make bini nkana me wono sani abene sani ma wie gani make we kuma ke oshikie ni wo ba for 2020 6 January 31st ameke ami amefo oshikie ke ami wo ba make sure ke no fia no nimba ame consensus nimba ke ame wo ba tuini ke ame wo ba make sure ke 2028 no fia no ka ba fi election se wo ka ba ba ha me ni wo ka ba fita campaign ni wo fi campaign ni mewa ni wo ka win election en ke wo win hu no fia no ni esane amena ye politics me wo ba make sure ke 4 years any kan wo here wo ka ba ha me koni ke elections ko ba amba kweno ni wo fi ke ha me aka ba wo koni MPP a win elections na me kwen here na me fi ke ha me 2026 January 31st chiri mu otwi
me think I unfortunately
oh
Dr. Brian was it me show we sir baby say we yet who can ko be bi no mo wan say we too elite dodo say so polished
me dogbe na me
eno ye dey
me be kan egbe akwena kaka ti ye be kasa
me pa cho mate ye da
yom sia
minim say I mean nyame adma January say nka be ma me first second week in January so anka ebeboa na fe
ye be kan wase
matinti ma yenda wase so e wo mre na wadaje ye ni asopa
me you see I know anka too direct too sure
hey Dr. Brian I was here for I say and I mean Dr. Brian a champon a presidential candidate hopeful New Patriotic Party and MP for Abetifi constituency and ye no atwetwe nkomo ye dana sibebre she no sesa abedwafo aye krado ye ba bedi Ghana ho nkomo but yenda ye hutia wa na ye aboafo nkrato nko bebia ye beba sesia